When it comes to vegans, fair game.
Hey everyone!
Hey, welcome back to the channel.
Today we're doing a responding to hate comments video. It's been a while since we've done one.
But we know that you guys love them, we love responding to them, and we have so many hate comments to respond to, so it's perfect.
Today's video is called Angry Farmer Drives into Vegan Activists.
Yeah, so we're going to respond to hate comments left on this particular video because, wow. Just wow, there were so many to choose.
Now this is about an incident that happened in the UK in August 2018. It was actually with Liverpool Pig Save. We attended a vigil outside a slaughterhouse. And
this was on our activism tour, and so we had been to so many slaughterhouses bearing witness, and then this happened, and it had pretty much never happened to us before at a vigil. So we're going to play that video.
Yeah, it had 1 million views in the first 48 hours of being posted on Facebook, and it's now had a total of 1.9 million views, so a lot of engagement.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at this video to give the comments some context. Wow, that was extremely intense, and at the time it was quite scary.
It sure was. Now, the video generated a lot of comments. We've selected a few that we want to respond to, and we've broken them up into sections. The first section is called Degrading and Dehumanizing Activists. You're in the way. Get out the way, you discussing humans.
Discussing.
Yeah.
Discussing.
So anyway, obviously they meant to say disgusting, which we corrected them on, but you can already see that they're degrading activists by calling us disgusting humans.
Yeah. Now, what's so disgusting about standing outside a slaughterhouse trying to film the victims going in to be murdered? The disgusting thing is what's happening inside that facility, not what the activists are doing on the outside.
At one point in our video, we must say, you can't just run into people. And so they've put that quote there and they've said, you're not people.
What are we? What are we?
Apparently vegans are subhuman, according to certain carnists. And 82 people agree with this person.
Well, that's a lot of people.
It is.
Next category
is called Should Have Run Him Over. That's the general theme of these comments. So once we've been degraded and dehumanized, we're fair game to be run over. Priceless. Shouldn't have hit the brakes. So this person finds it comical.
It wasn't comical at the time, I tell you what. It was really scary.
He would have made the perfect speed bump. Hashtag anti-vegan, hashtag steak is life.
That's actually creative.
It is creative.
I'm going to give him a few points for creativity.
Yeah, I'll agree that when I read that I felt the same way. Having said that, again, mocking the sort of violence towards vegans.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, imagine if this was about any other group of people protesting something.
Standing up for another group's rights, for example.
Yeah, like, oh, those feminists, they'd make nice speed humps. Oh, those people protesting against, I don't know, racism, for example. Oh, they'd make nice speed humps.
Or the dog meat trade, or what have you.
It wouldn't be said. But when it comes to vegans, fair game.
Good farmer, don't break next time. Stupid people standing in the road.
So they're actually saying that we should have been run over.
Yeah.
Like, let's just...
Yeah.
That's a crime.
While we're discussing humans, or disgusting humans, we're stupid people.
Of course. So you might as well just run us all over.
Shame he didn't run them over.
Run them.
Stop
run
being
over.
in the future.
Oh, I think I have to beep that.
A few spelling issues there, but yeah, again, this person was disappointed that we weren't run over.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if somebody was killed at that incident.
The farmer should have smashed him into the pavement.
Ooh. Ooh, do they really mean that? I mean, I know these are trolls, but I always wonder, are trolls real? Like, are they real people, or are they just
There's a combination of
automatic generated computer thing, or what is it?
I think everyone more or less is a real person.
Do you reckon?
But some people mean what they write.
Yeah.
And some people are just trolling.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know whether this person is just trolling or actually meant what they wrote. Two people agree with them.
I love how you're counting the comments.
The next section, wishing violence towards or death to activists. So we're ramping it up now.
Fancy that.
All vegans should be hit by large moving vehicles.
That's not very nice, is it? I wonder, like, okay, this person obviously fake account. Who are they? Dan Doctors? What if this person ended up having like a vegan in their life? Say their child, for example, decided to go vegan.
Or a partner.
Or, you know,
A family member.
Would they then think the same thing? I think it's when people have vegans at a distance, like, oh, they're just idiots that I'm driving by or idiots that I'm watching on YouTube or something. And then we can say these things. But when there's a connection with people, I don't think it would be so easy to say that.
Agreed. This is why my grandfather always carried a shotgun in his tractor.
But vegans are violent? Really?
Vegans are the ones being violent towards farmers. You can see it's clearly the other way around.
So what is he saying? That we should have not only been run over but also shot?
Yeah, and if we weren't run over, we could be shot. Yeah.
What?
Certainly killed anyway. I wish the farmer would have killed them all.
How can you say that? Like, how can you say that about other people that are clearly not doing anything harmful? We're just standing there trying to stop a truck for a few minutes to take some footage of the animal victims inside the truck.
Bacon, though.
Basically.
That farmer did the right thing if only he killed the vegan.
I mean, think about that, Ryan. Think about that. Just think about it. Next folder.
Farmers' fantasies, or deluded farmers in denial, is what we've called this section.
No, not we. That's what you called it.
That's what I felt when I read these comments. That harsh braking that was caused by the activist standing in the middle of the road will have caused more harm to those pigs than any other action in the slaughterhouse, including the slaughter.
Oh my God.
All the activist achieved was the needless stress to those animals that would otherwise have had no stress.
Is this guy for real?
Hence the farmers' fantasies or deluded farmers in denial.
I mean, okay, Sam, if that is your real name, you've got to be joking. You've got to be joking.
Clearly Sam hasn't watched Dominion, Land of Hope and Glory, Farm to Fridge here on YouTube, Earthlings.
We're talking about animals having their throats slit. It's the most horrific, disgusting footage you could see. It's just awful. What happens inside of a slaughterhouse is not something to joke about.
And in terms of pigs, before they have their throats slit, they're put into a gas chamber where they're rendered unconscious, but they don't fall asleep immediately.
No.
They thrash in agony for what looks to be 10, 15, 20 seconds, an agonising way to be rendered unconscious.
It's awful. So to think that the animals are, you know, suffering more on the truck because the farmer had to brake suddenly for us. Well, first of all, he didn't have to brake suddenly. He chose to speed up. So he could see us from a long way away. That's why the majority of activists there were wearing high-vis vests.
Well, as I recall it, I seem to think that the son of the slaughterhouse owner had called the farmer saying, look, we've got some activists out here, be prepared.
Yeah.
So it was almost premeditated.
Exactly. His preparation for us was to speed up. And then, he had to slam on the brakes because not only did it hit an activist, but if he didn't stop when he did, he probably would have run him over. So that stress to the animals was caused by the farmer. He didn't have to do that. Now, that's nothing compared to, obviously, as you just described, with them being gassed or having their throat slit. So you can't even compare the two.
And honestly, if these farmers were genuinely concerned for the well-being of their animals, they wouldn't be raising them in the first place to ultimately put them on a truck to take them to a slaughterhouse to be slaughtered. Next comment. I worked on a livestock farm and every night for almost 5 weeks, we had animals die because of vegans.
Oh my gosh.
You say that you want to save animals, but you just kill them where their bodies are wasted.
What are we talking about?
You physically kill and hurt animals in ways where they die suffering. At least if they die in a slaughterhouse, they die peacefully and their bodies are used. Vegans say they want to save the world, but if you want no animals farmed, you have hundreds of people lose their jobs.
Oh my God.
There's so much in here.
So much.
First of all, they're not livestock. They're living sentient beings. They're animals, just like us.
So, okay, this person actually thinks that animals are dying because of vegans. Vegans are the ones not eating the animals.
This is Orwellian. This is
how can animals be...
Is this the upside down world?
Killed because of vegans. That doesn't make sense. That's why you're vegan, because you don't want animals to die.
Literally the opposite is true.
Literally. You say you want to save animals, but you just kill them where their bodies are wasted.
That's the whole thing. Vegans aren't killing animals.
I don't get it. Does he mean people that go into farms like for investigations, like they go in undercover, or...
And even so, they're still not killing animals.
You physically kill and hurt animals in ways where they die suffering. How? Explain to me how. Who is this? How?
I have no idea.
I can't even think
At
of how
least
that's
if they
possible.
die in a slaughterhouse, they die peacefully
No,
and
they
their bodies are used.
don't.
Again, please watch Dominion, Land of Hope and Glory, Earthlings, Farm to Fridge, any number of documentaries linked in the description below to see inside slaughterhouses, to see what standard legal practices look like.
I mean, to call anything that happens inside a slaughterhouse peaceful is literally insane. If it was peaceful, then we could show the footage now on our channel freely, but we can't because it would be censored. So if something is censored, that means that...
It's not peaceful. You know, we're talking about electrical stunning, we're talking about gas chambers, we're talking about bolt guns being smashed into the skulls of animals.
There's blood everywhere. There
Fear.
are heads being cut off. It's... what? That's just ridiculous. And just because their bodies are used doesn't justify the violence. That doesn't matter what happens after the violence. It just no.
No, we don't need to use the animals for anything at all. Vegans say they want to save the world, but if you want no animals farmed, you have hundreds of people lose their jobs.
Jobs versus lives.
How many industries have had to evolve?
God,
You
how
know?
many times has everybody out there, or us included, lost a job or had to change a job or changed, you know, circumstances in your work, in your career? Big deal.
I've
it's a
lost
job.
track of the number of times we've adapted and evolved our work over the last 12 years, for example.
Yeah, and again, vegans are not saying that farmers have to lose their jobs. All you have to do is change the product line from animals to plants. That's it.
Yeah, we've got a growing world population that needs feeding.
Yeah.
So farmers stand to make a lot of money switching their product line to plants.
I love this next category. This is my favourite one.
General idiocy. It didn't really fit into a theme, so I just...
Isn't that the whole thing, though? Isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Doesn't it all fit into that?
Veganism isn't right. You're literally breaking into the f***ing property. Are you made? Presumably, are you mad?
Yes, I'm made.
So, standing in the middle of the public road
Yeah.
is breaking into the property?
No.
Can you just leave us alone?
No,
Can you leave the animals alone?
that's right.
Sure, we eat meat. Big whoop. You have your sustenance, we have ours.
It's not sustenance. It's violence. It's a murdered body. And
it's
big
not
whoop.
ours. I mean, we all eat plants, don't we?
That's right. I mean, if you're not eating plants, then you ain't pooping, all right? You need that fibre, people. Big whoop, yeah, it is a big whoop for the victims. And if it was this person being hung upside down and having his throat slit and head chopped off, I'm sure it would be a big whoop to him too.
Exactly. We have to remember that animals' lives are as important to them as our lives are to us.
Yeah.
It's not like we're making the animals suffer.
Oh,
Quick and painless.
no, it's
Again, please watch Dominion, Earthlings, Land of Hope and Glory.
no suffering
Farm to
having your
Fridge.
throat slit.
Even if there was no pain or suffering, that
Doesn't
still wouldn't
justify it.
justify needlessly killing a sentient being who doesn't want to die. Sure, some slaughterhouses are worse than others.
Tell me a good one. What is a good slaughterhouse?
None of the animals are killed with hugs and kisses.
But there's only one thing that happens in a slaughterhouse. Slaughter. That's why it's called a slaughterhouse. It's a killing factory.
Throats
So
are slit, heads are chopped off, bodies are hacked up into pieces.
how can someone think that there are better slaughterhouses, better killing factories than others? Better ways of slitting a throat? I just don't get it. How do these people actually type these comments?
I don't know.
And
I'm not
think
sure
that
whether
this is...
they're
well, they're not thinking,
no.
are they? Yeah.
Hence the general idiocy.
So there are our responses to the comments left under that video.
The next time someone says to you that vegans and activists are violent towards farmers,
Oh,
please send them a link
gosh.
to this video. Leave your comments down below now. We'd love to hear from you.
We sure would. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you ding the bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video.
And remember until next time that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye everyone.